Hey everyone, Nick here with my friend Ryan, and for this video, we're going to be holding true to ourselves as Wisconsin sports fans, and we're going to be reviewing the 2023 Green Bay Packers schedule. This is a big year for the team, as Jordan Love will be making his first season as a full-time starter, and he's a huge question mark, but there aren't really a lot of other question marks on the team other than receivers, which are also a question mark. But there are some of them that can hold themselves accountable for the team. And honestly, this is a pretty easy schedule other than some foes that they got to face later in the season. So the team has got to deal with some stuff later in the season. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked again, and we're going to get right into it. Week 1, Chicago. In Chicago. Going to be a pretty electric field for Jordan Love, who's going to be facing against Justin Fields, where the Bears acquired DJ Moore and other defenders, but they did miss out on Jalen Carter, which is a huge miss for them. I don't think the Bears improved anything defensively, so I got Green Bay going 1-0. Starting week 1. How about you, Ryan?
I think the Packers will go 1-0 because I think Jordan I think he's going to have a tough first half, but he's going to figure it out at halftime, and I think he's going to do well in the second half, and I think the Packers will be ending up winning that with their defense and Jordan Love with Christian Watson.
Yes, and their new rookies as well, so
yes,
hopefully we don't have like a Christian Watson drop first pass week 1, so Packers 1-0 for both of us. And week 2, they have another away game. The Packers never are really lucky starting out at home at the first few weeks for the last few years when Matt LaFleur has taken over, actually. But we got week 2 at Atlanta. The Falcons got big Tennessee running back prospect Bijan Robinson in the first round, which was honestly quite a steal. And with Tyler Algier, they're expected to have a huge rushing game with quarterback Desmond Ridder at the helm. Feel free to fill me in here, Ryan, if they added anybody in the offseason. But the Falcons did add Jeff Okudah, and do you know anybody else?
I don't know, but Bijan actually went to Texas, so.
Oh, Texas.
No,
of
you're
course,
good.
of course.
Just it's fine.
Of course.
Just so you guys know, he went to Texas and not Tennessee.
Okay, he was with the Longhorns, so.
Yes.
I think the Packers, as long as their run defense will do pretty good. I honestly thought they were going to lose this game, but give me Green Bay. They're going to go 2-0.
For me, I just think Bijan is going to be, I think the Packers defense is not going to have the best of a game because, they're on the road and they haven't always matched up well against the Falcons. So I think the Packers are going to drop this one, honestly. I just do.
Yeah, I won't be surprised either if they lose this game. But, yeah, I got the Packers 2-0. Ryan's got them 1-1. Okay. Home opener, week 3. They play the Saints. And this one's a toughie, but they're playing Derek Carr. I mean, the Saints got Derek Carr. Their defense is not like the same. They still have Marshawn Lattimore. They have a good D-line. Their O-line is still good, too. And Alvin Kamara is a huge question mark. And also is Michael Thomas. So that offense is just very injury prone, and I think they are bound for a big matchup here in week 3. But I just don't see it. If they want to win in this game, they got to prove it to me. They got to play good like the first 2 weeks. So I have him dropping a loss here, going 2-1. Go ahead.
So for the Saints game, I honestly, Derek Carr, I think he's going to do well. But I'm going to go with Green Bay for this one just because I think the Packers will bounce back at home, being back at Lambeau for their home opener. I just think they're going to take this one just because, the defense is going to step up again. Well, defense is going to be pretty good, but I just think with Jordan Love and Watson, I think in the mix, I think they're going to win this one.
All right. both of us have the Packers 2-1. All right, going into week 4, this one's a pretty big matchup. This one's really anticipated because Detroit is expected to be good, and they're going to be facing him on a short week with Thursday Night Football. This team is pretty tough. They got that rookie Aiden Hutchinson in his hometown from Michigan, and they got a whole new running back room with David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs, who they got in the first round. They also did get a corner to solve their secondary, and they did lose a lot of pieces. Feel free to fill me in here, Ryan. Yeah. But they did lose a lot of people. I think they got C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I think. But yeah, they got someone from the Eagles. I think it was him. But I'm give me a minute here to think about it. But I think you know what? Packers are going to lose here. I have them at 2-2.
And with the Lions, I think during the draft, they lost DeAndre Swift due to trade to the Eagles. But for this one, I think the Packers will drop this one because Hutchinson, I think, is just going to be really tough to beat with our O-line, and I just think he's going to just be good, and Jahmyr Gibbs might be good, and Jared Goff, they just do Detroit things, so I just think the Packers will drop this one.
All right, Packers 2-2 for both of us coming into week 4. They get that Sunday off. They get a longer week here, going to Monday Night Football, where they go to Las Vegas to face Davante Adams and the Raiders. The most significant thing about the Raiders is obviously we talked about Derek Carr earlier. He's not on the Raiders anymore, but Jimmy Garoppolo is the new guy at the helm for the Raiders. So that's the most significant thing they added. But actually, with the break that the Packers had, I'm gonna give the Packers the win here because I don't expect the Saints defense to put up a fight with what the Packers have.
Alright, so for the Raiders game, I think the Packers will drop this one just because it's on Monday nights and in Vegas, I just think Davante and Jimmy, I think Javante is just going to have a huge game against his former team, and I just think they'll drop this one.
It's alright. Well, I won't be surprised if they drop that game either, but yeah, they do have Josh Jacobs too. All right, bye week 6, and then week 7 they have to go up a little bit in altitude to face Denver at Mile High. Honestly, give me the Packers here. I think their defense is really good, but Russell Wilson is just a huge question mark. I think the receiving room is not as good as it looks. Or actually, it's not as good as everyone says it is for me. But honestly, give me the Packers here. I got them going 4-2.
All right, for me, I think the Packers will win this one because, Russell has been struggling, and I think he's going to keep struggling this year. And I just think Denver will not be as strong as... I just don't think Denver's going to have a great year, and I think they will drop this one at home. So I take the Packers to win this one.
All right. Ryan, you may be shocked at this game for me, but do you have the Vikings winning this? Do you have the Packers winning Week 8 here against the Vikings? You go first, actually.
I'm going to have to think about that, but I see... I think...
No, just go ahead.
Actually, no, I think Minnesota... I think the Packers might win this one, just because the Vikings lost Za'Darius, they lost some pieces in their defense, and Jordan Love, he's gonna be it's what week's that? Week 8? Yeah. I just think Jordan Love will have a great game, and Christian Watson, he'll be good. But Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson, is a tough one, but still, I think the Packers definitely will win this one.
Well, for me, I think the Packers will drop this one in Week 8 because although it's at home, it's at 12 p.m. and I know what happened. I know what happened one time. The Packers played Kirk Cousins in 12 p.m. The first time he went to Lambeau, it was Week 2, 2018. They tied the Vikings, and it was impossible. That last drive by that Vikings team, when I saw that, it was impossible, and I just couldn't believe what happened with that. So, yeah, it's just shocking, but yeah, I got the Vikings winning that game. Packers are 4-3 going out of Week 8, and all right, so me and Ryan have the Packers both going 4-3, heading into Week 9 against the Rams. And honestly, I see this one as being a pretty easy one. Even though Cooper Kupp is coming back, that defense should be able to hold themselves against Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford. We saw what they did to them 2 years ago, and even if the defense didn't have to face Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford in last year's matchup, I got the Packers winning the game here with their track record being really good against the Rams as of late.
And with the Rams game, I say they win this one because the defense is going to be good, and I think they will keep Cooper Kupp. I think they'll limit Cooper Kupp on his yards, and I just think the Packers have been playing good against the Rams as of late, and the Packers will take this one.
All right. Heading into Week 10, another 12 p.m. matchup. 3 straight 12 p.m. matchups for the Green Bay Packers. And this one, they're going to Heinz Field and face the Steelers. Ooh, this one's a pretty tough matchup. Mike Tomlin has always coached really good teams, so honestly, I have them going down in this one. I have them going 5-4 going out of the Week 10.
Yep, and I got I have Pittsburgh winning this because I just think, like Nick said, that Mike Tomlin has coached so well, and I just think Kenny Pickett's going to do well, and I just think the Packers will drop this one.
All right, we both got them going 5-4.
And just a quick correction. It's fine, but the Heinz Field is called Acrisure Stadium now.
Okay. Yeah, I figured. I didn't think it was actually called Heinz Field anymore, but
yeah, I always enjoyed the Heinz Field, but they changed that last season, so yeah.
All right, we got both of us have the Packers going 5-4 going out of Week 10. All right, next matchup we got Packers versus Chargers at home, Week 11. It's another 12 p.m. matchup. That's their 4th straight 12 p.m. matchup. And honestly, I don't see the Packers doing anything here, but honestly, I think they could stand a chance against Justin Herbert. He's not like Patrick Mahomes, but we saw what he did in his last game so far this season. We saw what he did in that second half of that playoff game against the Jags, and honestly, give me the Packers by a squeaker here.
All right, for this one, I say the Packers drop. Just because Justin Herbert, yeah, he had kind of a how did he do last season?
He did pretty good, but
yeah.
It wasn't as good as 2021.
It wasn't as good, but still, I just think Herbert's going to have a bounce back year. And then in this game, he's going to come to Lambeau, and he's going to dominate. I just think the Packers will drop this one.
Well, it's going to be colder late in this season, and I don't think Herbert has really dealt with the cold yet. So
that's true, but still, I just think Herbert's gonna find a way, and the Packers will drop that one.
All right. And then this one, for the first time since 2015, the Green Bay Packers will be playing a Thanksgiving Day game, but it will be against the Detroit Lions in Ford Field. And honestly, I think the Packers could have a shot here. So actually, I'll have them take the win on this one on the road. So I got the Packers going 7-4, I think. Go ahead.
All right, for Detroit, we have always struggled at Ford Field, and I honestly think it's gonna keep. I think that's gonna keep it. I think that's gonna keep happening this year. I think the Packers will drop this one again, and it's just I think they'll be in a slump here. So I think Detroit's gonna take this one, and the defense cannot hold up.
Yeah. All right. Going out of Week 12, I got the Packers going 7-4, and Ryan's got them going 5-6. So I seem more confident in this team than Ryan does. But honestly, who knows where this team can go? But Week 13, it's a no-brainer for this outcome. It's against Kansas City, the defending Super Bowl champions, but it's at home. And, of course, Mahomes can deal in the cold of his own at Arrowhead. So, fortunately, I got them going 7-5 out of Week 13.
I say Packers will drop this one just because Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are going to do their thing. They're defending Super Bowl champions. And, as you said, the cold, Mahomes is used to the Kansas City cold, which is kind of the same in Green Bay. So Kansas City will take this one, and the Packers will not.
Okay, so Ryan's got them 5-7. I got them 7-5. So going into Week 14, Monday Night Football again, their second Monday Night Football game. I think this one was a doubleheader for this week. But, Ryan, how about you go first for this one?
For the Giants, that's tough. I say they win this by just like 3 points. 3 points. Just because Saquon Barkley is going to do his thing. Daniel Jones is going to be great. Their defense is good. But I think Green Bay, with Watson, with Love, and their defense, they will hold them up. And I think Green Bay will win this one.
All right, for me, for this one, I think Green Bay will take the loss here, so I got them going 7-6. But this is a game I want the Packers to show me that they can actually win this game. I don't feel confident they can beat the Giants for what they did at London on Week 5. So honestly, I want them to show the Packers fans to prove that they can actually be good. So I got Packers 7-6 here. You got them 6-7.
Yes.
All right.
True. And with Tampa Bay, they will win this.
Yeah.
Just because in Green Bay, Tampa Bay, they don't have Tom Brady. They no longer have Tom Brady, and the Packers will just win this.
Yeah, it's against Baker Mayfield. He has faced them in Lambeau before. It was a tight game, but I don't think their defense is going to be as good as they were for that Super Bowl winning team and 2021, and maybe even a little bit of last year too. But honestly, I think the Packers will win this one. I got them 8-6.
Yeah.
And what do you have them at? We'll figure that out later. But all right, going into Week 16. They're going to Bank of America Stadium facing the Panthers. Honestly, this one could be pretty tough. They got that number 1 overall pick in Bryce Young. And I think the Packers may drop this one, actually. I got them going 8-7 going out of Week 16.
Wow, that's a little bit surprising. I think Packers will win this one in Carolina just because, Bryce Young is in his rookie year still. But and they lost DJ Moore. They don't have the greatest defense. And I think the Packers will win this one.
Yeah, it's going to be late in the year. We'll figure out how good Bryce Young will be as a rookie, but honestly, I don't think... this is another game I want the Packers to prove to me that they can actually win that game. When they get, as the season goes on, I think my opinion may change for this game. But Week 17, Sunday Night Football against the Vikings in U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, and I actually got them winning this matchup here as they tie the series for another season, because one factor is in this game here. So, the factor in this game is that it's prime time, and we all know how good Kirk Cousins is in prime time.
Yeah, and I say the Packers beat the Vikings in Minneapolis just because I think Kirk Cousins, him in prime time, they He is not the best as he usually is. He chokes, and I think the Packers will win this one just because, and hopefully Watson doesn't drop a pass. A long pass, that is.
Yeah, a long pass from Jordan Love. Okay, we're on our last game here, Week 18. Wow, the season would have gone by so fast by Week 18, but it's a home game. It's against the Bears. It's obvious. Hopefully, I won't jinx anything like 5 or 6 months from now, no, it's actually 8 months from now, but I got the Packers winning this game because it's at home and it's against the Bears. They've only lost to the Bears, I think, only once ever since Aaron Rodgers has taken over, and I think this game, I think they'll do fine. I think Aaron Jones will have another breakout game, and I got the Packers going 10-7.
Yeah, I think the Packers will win this one. They will close out the season with a win. Aaron Jones will do pretty well, and I just think Chicago will drop, and the Packers will win this.
All right, hi. Ryan has them going 9-8, and I don't think this team is honestly playoff ready because I know it's Jordan Love's first season, but it's like a pain to have Preston Smith. This probably is his last year as a Packer. Aaron Jones is 28. A.J. Dillon is going into his mid-20s. We didn't re-sign Adrian Amos. That safety room hopefully won't be an issue. And yeah, there's just a lot of things after this season that we got to look at. There's not a lot of things we got to look at actually after this season than this off season, but there's gonna be a lot of new things that we gotta take action for in the next off season.
Yeah, and my closing thoughts is just basically Packers will go 9-8, and I think Jordan's gonna have a good first impression with his first season as a starter. And the Packers will do well. They won't make the playoffs, but they will hopefully make the fans happy and just make them excited that it's because it's a new chapter, and it'll be hopefully exciting for this fan base.
All right, my closing thoughts are kind of like the same what you said, Ryan, but honestly, I hope the Packers do good. I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but the NFC is not stacked, but I would be really happy if they did make the playoffs. So thank you all so much for watching. Please comment what you think the Packers record will be, and see y'all in the next one.